Good morning, all y'all. It's Robin from Holstein House. We have some new additions to the poultry house. A few days ago, a neighbor reached out to the community and said that she would be moving. It's a situation that's probably going to be a divorce situation. And she needed someone to take her small flock. Well, so I reached out to her and I said, well, I have a flock. I have ducks and chickens already, and I can help you with that. So I'll spare you the details of the challenges of going to get them. It's a couple of communication errors and just location and stuff like that. But we have now added 2 black ducks. I don't know their breed. They're not very acclimated to humans, apparently. Or it's just me, one of the two. They don't let me get very close to them. Catching them required a net. And they were also so free-ranged that they don't come when called. They're used to just not being pinned in. Which, everybody has their thing. I have to keep mine pinned in for most of the day. They get out a few hours a day, so that way they don't get hurt. They get a chance to eat. My lot's not that big, so anyway, so we've got those 2 black ducks, and you're seeing the chickens moving around. I've got 2 that look like comets or, oh shoot, I had it in my brain a minute ago. They don't look like my Isis, and they don't look like my Rhode Islands. They're not dark as my Rhode Islands, but they could be, I guess. Anyway, this is what we've got. So we've got 2 of those, 2 of the like her. I've got the gray one there, which the previous owner said was an olive egger. She's laying brown eggs. And then I have the black girl back there. I don't know what kind she is either. And it doesn't matter because I'm not producing eggs for raising chickens and keeping breed specifics. I have a mixed flock, and that's how it goes. But what we've got going on right now, for anybody who doesn't understand what's going on, ideally you do not just simply plop new chickens or ducks into your established flock. You want to keep them as far away as possible for a few days to make sure that the new birds don't carry disease, and then spread it to the existing flock. Plus, you have a situation where they will fight. And so what you do is you do what's called a see, don't touch, and it's what we've got going on here. I actually have this coop that you see here separated from the other flock over there, so that the girls can see each other and know that each other exists, but they can't get to each other to fight. I have seen some aggression from the black ducks trying to peck through the fence, and I've seen a little bit of aggression from this girl trying to peck through the fence. And I've seen aggression from one of my established hens when they're out in the yard coming over to this side and trying to peck through the fence. But what we'll do, we'll have them separated for a couple weeks. And these girls have to stay here in this coop and run set up for at least a week before I let them out in the yard, so that they know that this is their home. It reestablishes in their brain, this is where they come at night. Then after about another week, I may release them all at the same time in the yard, see how that goes, but leave these doors open so that they come in by themselves to their own places every night. And then ideally, they'll all go to the big coop. Excuse me. And I won't have this double situation. So for me, the way I handle it, it's going to probably take a month. to do this, and it's okay. I don't mind. These girls are all laying, and the reason I say this one's not an olive egger is because I had 4 eggs the next morning after they came, and it's unlikely that one of these other girls laid 2 eggs. Unlikely. Possible, but not likely. So that's what we've got. It's pretty. They're gorgeous. These ducks are gorgeous. When they're in the sun, they almost have blue. They're so dark that they look blue in some of their feathers. But they're still very skittish. Even when I toss out scratch grains and stuff for them, they just stay back and away from me, which is okay. I don't mind. In time, they'll trust me enough, and that's all we need, is that they trust me enough, and they'll be okay here. It's not a commentary on the previous owners, because their setup, they were trying to do a small homestead setup, and so all the birds were roaming free, and that's what they wanted. I don't have that kind of setup here. It's totally different. So this is the update on the poultry and the new additions to the Holstein House Poultry House. Thanks for staying this long. I appreciate all your likes, shares, and subscribes. I really appreciate all my viewers. I'm not one of those gigantic channels, so every single one of you matters a lot to me. So we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.